the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. The Mustangs will kick it away to start. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Texas A&M's offense will go on the attack first. Handoff from the gun. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking for a productive play on first down. To the ground, he's got it again. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Love the accuracy on that curl throw by the quarterback, putting it right in the numbers, right in the breadbasket of his wide receiver.
Right on the money. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. Finds a crease at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Aggies!
Talking to the coaching staff coming into this game, they said explosive plays are going to be big for us. When we get our opportunities, we got to be able to hit on them. And you saw one right there that time, doing it on the ground on the opening drive of the game. That just shows you this offense, they are locked in and in tune and on the same page early.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So SMU's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming to this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
And the Mustangs will hustle to the line.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. He got his man to the left. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. And the Mustangs will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He's got it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Aggies can really attack on this 2nd and short. Might be calling a hot route. They'll run the toss. Stopped at the 44 after a 5-yard gain. Foundation of Aggie football built on toughness like that, running it like John David Crow back in the day.
And those Texas people are tough and rugged, and you know they wear their great outfits that you love to watch. But these Aggies, I think they're at their best when they got great running backs. And you've seen Spiller and A-Chain in recent history finding those game breakers, those game busters that can make big plays.
The offense has it 1st and 10 from the 42. Got a little space. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
It's complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
The Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Swings it out to his running back. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Pushes toward the goal line. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Texas Tech made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit road victory. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Red Raiders. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Gives it on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. The give to the tailback. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the 1st. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. He wants to change this route. Motion from the back. They try to get it outside on the left. Looks as if Texas A&M will have enough for the 1st down.
Well, a short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play, and nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking it one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Quick release on the RPO. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Floats it out in space. Turning it on. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Aggies come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
He's got it on the move. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. Offense needs a couple of yards on 4th down. Remember, they can get the first down without getting it into the end zone. Trying to get it to the marker. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas A&M. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, and they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. Hauls it in at the 40. He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Trying to beat them to the left. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. Unloads it left. He makes the catch. And it's complete at the 6. Defense right there, but now they're backed up with a goal-to-go situation. Texas A&M will line up with a 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll try to get it in with the run. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The throw to the outside is complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Bunch formation for these receivers. They'll send the back in motion. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. Fires to the end zone. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The Mustangs backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. And they got in for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Oh, better look out.
The returner is tackled down at the 43. And the Texas A&M offense will take
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last drive. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The quick out. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance.
There he goes. Creates a little room. The 20. Touchdown Mustangs. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Let's just call it like it is. The first half has been ugly for this offense. Not a lot to cheer about until that play right there. They finally score. We've seen crazy things happen in college football. They're way down on the scoreboard right now, but anything can happen, and anything can change after you score like that.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Gets the back moving. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Texas A&M going up tempo. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that incredible job diving out, stretching out, and hauling that pass in? Quarterbacks love it when they don't have to be perfect every time they throw the football. And this group of receivers, they are helping out their QB1.
To the air on first down. Makes the catch. And he's brought down after a nice game. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Aggies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Here's the heat. Firing to the right, complete. And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quick completion on the out. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He's going to look for a man on third and short. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies!
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he tacks on the extra point. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas.
Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Mustangs will punt this one away. Here's the return. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the catch. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. On target. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Sometimes you might be tempted to get a little tricky there. You got a quarterback, he can fall forward, he can move the chains. Just do that.
Reese, I agree, because if I can't get short yardage situations with a quarterback sneak, I don't deserve to win anyways. So I better be able to toughen up, get a little bit of push, and get the yardage.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
The Mustangs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
Pulls it in on the right. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get...
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Touchdown, SMU! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
37, SMU 14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run, and you open it up for the passing game.
They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Here's the handoff. Got the first down and more. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Snagged out of the air. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Pressure coming. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. That one was leaking and losing altitude fast, but it made it home. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Looking to throw on 1st down. Zings it complete to the right. Runs through a tackle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Mustangs line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here. And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make some...
Turning it on! Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
This quarterback is making outstanding decisions so far in this game, and you've already seen it throwing the football. The guy already has over 200 yards passing, but he's doing it in the running game as well. Really good decision that time. Seeing nobody accounting for the pitch guy, you flip it out, you pick up a nice play offensively. Really good football IQ from the quarterback position.
It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Aggies! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, it's a final now, and one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Pittsburgh proved it is battle-tested and capable of winning any place, any time after this one. And just think of the confidence this team gained today. Invaluable, if you ask me. One thing we can always count on in the ACC is a spirited battle and a game that will make waves all along the eastern seaboard.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Mustangs will call on their punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. At the 35, he's loose. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And the Aggies, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Quarterback making adjustments. The toss to the right. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day. And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them an absolute